Well, what's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We have arrived once again at a beautiful Sunday morning, but it's not just any regular Sunday. No. It's Halloween. Now, I'm way too busy to dress up myself. However, today is going to be a very, very scary day, so be very careful. But before we look forward, as always, we have to look back. Our recap now. Pretty solid day for us yesterday, to be honest. Chip Patterson solid. My man Andrew Gamba's early UFC card. How about 3-1 and a couple of plus plays there as well. Our college football preview, mega preview, 8-3. So once in a while I got to call people out. So my man Keith Kroll decided to send us a little note, and he says, "Hey coach, how about we have a little better day than yesterday?" Sometimes I think we forget when you have so many winning days, we're averaging like 5 out of 7, that you're going to win every single bet. Let's remember, this is a very difficult thing to do. 8-3 is a solid day. 3-1 is a solid day. So before you just text and type, come on, let's go. Remember what this is. Now, little housekeeping, because Sundays are our busiest day. This is our live show this morning in the morning. Then at noon Eastern, we count down all the way to the 1 p.m. games. And then tonight, counting down to Sunday Night Football, 7:20 Eastern time, live. Follow our YouTube channel. Turn on those notifications. So every single time we have any content, like the Week 8 mega preview, like the props preview in your feed, you still have time right now. All right, let's bring in the stars of the show. And on Sundays, we bring in the heavy hitters right below me. Man, live from Hot Atlanta, Matthew Snyder. Good morning, Matty.
How you doing, man?
We're doing great. That was very quick and to the point. I'm doing great. Yeah. All right. Now, right beside Matty, you guys always ask for a same game parlay or a donkey parlay. He's got you covered this morning. Just wait and see. M Squared. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, guys. Happy Halloween to everyone. Fired up, ready to go. It's going to be a fun day. A lot of great games in the NFL today.
Let's do it. I love the attitude. Jay Smooth. Good Sunday brunch Sunday to you, sir.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, it's going to be a spooky one. Not maybe as spooky as yesterday's loss with the Astros blowing it in the 7th, but you know what? We're here for it. Going to eat probably too much candy and enjoy the NFL Sunday.
Oh, my goodness. There was a couple of bad beats. Maestro, we can't think about bad beats when we're heading into a big Week 8 NFL slate. Can we?
I don't think so. I think you got to clear your head if you were on Florida State or Stanford or any of the bad beats yesterday. But I was missing AB this morning, and then I saw Mikey's hat, and now it cracked me up.
Oh, my gosh. I will not rest until my man AB has an official endorsement deal with Bass Pro Shop. And I'm not kidding about that. We're going to make that happen. Now, speaking of making it happen, it's time to talk storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And Matty Snyder, I'm coming right back to you. World Series could finish tonight. Talk to me.
In 2013, yes, we're going back to 2013, the Boston Red Sox won the World Series at home in Game 6. Koji Uehara closed it out for the Red Sox. That was amazingly the last time a home team has closed the World Series at home. It's kind of unbelievable when you think about it. But as I was walking back to my hotel last night, I thought, man, I haven't seen the home team win the World Series in a long time. Can the Braves become the first team to close it out at home since the Red Sox? That's an interesting thing to follow for me.
It's going to be very, very interesting. And it's all about trends sometimes. It's all about playing, sometimes it's just a hunch, but the way the games have gone had not been according to game script. So I'm going to be very interested to see how tonight goes for Game 5 in Atlanta. All right, let's get into our plays on our board. Now, I used to think that we had the coolest show in all of sports betting. That was until our official prop play got hijacked on SportsLine this morning. And, well, instead of me talking about it, how about I just play it for you? Here you go. Oh, slow-mo too? Oh.
Boom! Just like Evan McPherson. 2 times. Over 1.5 field goals. Plus 100? Really?
I would concur with the really part of that. I don't even know what Uncle Dave Richard from Fantasy Football Today is dressed up as. But when we undress it all, I don't want to do that. It's a prop over 1.5 field goals for Evan McPherson. And Uncle Dave, you can see him every Friday on a prop special right here on the Early Edge. I can't unsee that. I really, really can't. All right, let's get into our board. I got to forget about that. So, Jay Smooth, I know you're fired up for the World Series, so I'm going to allow you to go first. What do you got today?
Ooh, so coming out in the first spot, it's a little tough.
Yes, I'm changing it up.
I'm ready. So here's what we're going to go with today. I think the Astros are going to come back a little bit because, the Braves have used their best arms again last night. They put out Matzik, they put out Will Smith, and this is the spot where they're going to be missing that Charlie Morton, right, to the injury. So they're going to be going with another bullpen day today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a little bit of plus money in the game, a nice little edge. So you can find them to go over 2.5 runs, the Astros on their team total in the first 5 innings at plus 130 on DraftKings. I'm targeting this because I think the Astros need to come out and make a statement. They need to get an early lead. They need to get that offense rolling early. They're not going to win a tight game contested down the line because they don't have that bullpen advantage normally. The Braves have clearly shown that they can shut it down late. They know how to pitch to these batters in these big situations. So I think the Astros are going to look to come out, make a statement early, and for plus money, I think getting to 3 runs before the 5th inning is a solid bet.
You are absolutely right. The Astros cannot keep playing these close games. That's not who they are. They got to score runs. So let's start scoring some runs tonight. Now, I'm trying to split up the World Series picks. Yes, I'm a little bit superstitious this morning on Halloween, but I've been hearing some nasty rumors that my man AB has been practicing certain things that I do, certain things that I say, so he can eventually take over this show as the official host. And I have that to be fact, but that's never going to happen because he can't do this like I can do this. Hey, M squared, you know the drill, son! Oh, on Sunday brunch, give it to me.
Here's the deal. Alvin Kamara over 46.5 receiving yards. So Alvin Kamara's had 19 targets in the last 2 weeks. They're back to throwing him the football. They've been in competitive games these last 2. They're going to be in a competitive game here in the division against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We know the Buccaneers do not really allow teams to run the football. They're still going to put the ball in Alvin Kamara's hands. They're not going to have much success on the ground. They're going to dump him to him here. This number should be at least 52.5. You look at the last 2 weeks, he's gone over this, obviously correlated to getting those 19 targets. But I'm going to bet on that continuing in a close competitive game in the division. And then I'm also taking a same game parlay here in this one. As you guys know that we like to do those from the primetime games. I'm taking the Saints plus 14.5. The over 38.5, and then Alvin Kamara over 29.5 receiving yards. Putting those all together comes back at even money, but that's one of my favorite same game parlays of the day.
And here's why. See what I did there? That is people's favorite. People love the same game parlays. It's funny to figure out what people really like and what they kind of feed into, but they love that stuff. Very well done by UAB. I mean M squared. All right, now we have split up the World Series play. So hopefully that changes some of the mojo. So let's go back to our man in Atlanta. Matt Snyder, what do you got for us today, pal?
Well, I'm going down with the ship. I've picked the Astros the last 2 days, and they lost. I was 2-0 in Houston. I'm 0-2 in Atlanta. I'm going down with the ship. I'm going Astros. I can't believe that the offense is going to continue to be this bad. I agree with Justin. The Astros are 4 for 32 with runners in scoring position. They've left 32 men on in this series. They can't keep doing that. And that's not a predictive stat. That is to say that just because that's how we've gotten here doesn't mean that's where we're going to go. I believe they're going to start hitting with runners in scoring position tonight, and I think we're going to see some Astros runs, and they're going to get the victory.
It's so crazy because it was incredibly frustrating last night because we were on the Astros over. As Joe Buck was saying, I believe in the 5th inning, the Astros have already left 9.
Yeah.
And then 11. And it was maddening. It was maddening to watch that last night. But I'm with you. We're all going down. We're going to go down together. That's for damn sure. All right. We come to the final spot of the show. And you know when he's back on a Sunday morning that he is laser focused for week 8 of the NFL. Maestro, what do you got today?
Well, Pure Picks in the YouTube chat already stole my thunder on this one. I'm also going Manny Sanders over receiving yards. I got over 53.5 at MGM. This guy's gone over in 4 straight. They have averaged 38 points in their last 6 against the Dolphins. Now, that was his worst game of the season when he played the Dolphins, got 48 yards. So his worst game is still right around this number. But the key is the Dolphins give up a ton of explosive pass plays, which we saw last week with the Falcons. They're 31st in terms of giving up the deep ball. Well, that's what Manny Sanders does. And those 2 elite corners for the Dolphins are not playing elite this year. They got big names, but the numbers do not back that up. So over 53.5 for Manny Sanders, who's only 50 receiving yards behind Diggs this year. He's been more efficient than Stephon Diggs. And then the second play, the Cleveland Browns. I am staying away from the side, but I think this is going to be a grinding divisional game. And it's going to be a run game with Baker Mayfield coming back. I don't think that makes a huge difference offensively against the Steelers, who in their last 18 road games have held their opponents under their team total 12 times. So we're going under 23.5 for the Browns. This is going to be like a 20-16 type of game, in my opinion. A lot of running. Both teams are bottom 10 in pace, and I don't expect a lot of explosive plays from the Browns.
And for you new bettors out there, this is a great way that Maestro just educated you on to play on a game when you don't particularly want to play a side. You can still play the game, just find a different bet. And we love this bet. Baker Mayfield, you got to believe they're going to protect him today. They've got to protect him today, and that will be the game script that Maestro you just talked about. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Don't forget today, noon Eastern time, we're live for a full hour, breaking down every single game of the afternoon. Here is our recap, and it looks glorious. Jay Smooth, Astros first 5 team total over 2.5 coming back at plus 130. Then Matty Snyder, we're going down with the ship. He says, we're all riding with him. Astros minus 115. Then Uncle Dave Richard. And there was somebody in the chat said, I feel scared for all of the kids in Dave's neighborhood tonight. As do I. Ev McPherson over 1.5 field goals at plus 100. Then M Squared got a couple of different things from Mikey today. Alvin Kamara over 46.5 receiving yards. They are playing the Bucs late game this afternoon. Then the same game parlay coming back at plus 100. Saints plus the 14.5. The over 38.5. And then Kamara over 29.5 receiving yards. Obviously, those are alternate lines, and you have to play at certain books to be able to play that. You can find it. Maestro, 2 plays. Browns team total under 23.5. Love that play. Then Manny Sanders for the Bills, and I feel great about the Bills today. They are going to kill the Dolphins and score 40-plus in the process. We'll go over 53.5 receiving yards. Then the jeweler is calling this the ugly dog teaser something.
Scary,
well, here's what we're doing.
Scary dog.
The scary dog. All right, this is the scary dog gym today. Panthers plus the 9, Jets plus 17, the Saints plus the 10. Tease them all together. That's a nice little plus 160. All right. I want you all to have a great day. If you've got kids, spend time with them. Do what you're supposed to do. All right? I've got a double header I've got to get to in between shows, but that's because we grind and that's because we love it. All right. My son told me this morning, Dad, this has got to be a really big one. I need a really big one today. So, for my son, JJ, who's going to be on the mound in about an hour and a half, you've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For our entire team, Matty Snyder from Atlanta, M Squared from Nashville, Tennessee, Jay Smooth from New York City, and the Maestro from Parts Unknown. And the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. We love this. Thank you all for supporting us. We'll see you at noon Eastern. Tell your friends all about the Early Edge. Good luck.